Oh, everybody, welcome. Welcome, week 2, Burning Down the Far Hill, where we recap week 1, we preview week 2, I give you news and notes all throughout this little, hopefully under 7 minutes. So, we had football. Football is great. Watching football on Sunday was awesome, but I'm going to get into what happened in the Far Hill Fantasy Football League. Let's do that. All right, Fat Bastard, somehow, some way, I don't know what happened, beat Steel Curtain 133 to 126. Tyreek Hill 59 points. The real story of this game is what Roger left on his bench. Roger had Deebo Samuel 57 points. He had Amari Cooper on the Thursday night game 53 points. So he knew he had to swallow that pill going into Sunday. I think he had Swift? It was another 30 on his bench. Any combination of that would have got him a win. But that's how we do it. And when you make 4 million trades before one freaking regular season game, and then you get 2 San Francisco receivers and you don't know which one to start. So good luck with that decision all year, Roger. Thank you for Justin Fields, because it's coming. Watch this Justin Fields thing. Watch it. Moving on. Davis Dynasty defeats Dazed and Confused 212, and I believe he's our high scorer of the week. 212 to 149. Christian McCaffrey, 40 points. That was JJ's hold, I believe. So congratulations to JJ. Imperi Empire defeats Irish Cop. Can't remember the last time Irish Cop lost week 1. 171, 158. Kirk Cousins, 43 points because he got that ass beat. Oh, he did. Sorry, Dalvin. So there's that. The Syndicate, Chase Cards, defeats the Sinister Guy from the Internet, 207 to 130. Russell Wilson, my dog, 42 points. My whole team showed up, with the exception of maybe my kicker. The team showed up. Let's go. Let's go. Bad Dog defeats El Resistencia 174 to 158. Tom Brady for 48 points on the Thursday night, so that gets my dad off to talking all kinds of stuff now. And defending champ, John Boy, Special People, on the wings of, I think it's on the feet of Lamar Jackson, surges ahead of Darwin's Finest, 163 to 111. Lamar Jackson 37 points last night in the Monday Nighter. All right, so in our side games here, we have our Pick'em weekly winner is me with 80 points. Wasn't the greatest. I went 10-6. It wasn't the greatest Pick'em weeks. In another pool where I have to actually do points, I was like negative with the same record. So anywho, I'll lead going into week 1 with the 80 points. Survivor pool. Here are our losses because they didn't play. So we have losses by John, Garen, Thomas, JJ, Larry, and Mark. Just because, but it's a double elimination, so you're not done yet. Everyone else stayed clean. Jer, John, Hanson, Chris, myself, Jim, and Roger all got our W's. So there's no one that actually put a submission in that lost. So that moves us to next week. Let's quickly go through the previews for next week, week 2. We have the 1-0 Fat Bastards up against the Syndicate. Chase Cards, 1-0. Series is tied at 15. Brian won the most recent matchup last year, but we did end up splitting last year. The Sinister Guy from the Internet, 0-1, up against the 1-0 defending champs, John Boy Special People. Thomas leads the series 10-4, and they split their series last year. 1-0 Imperi Empire up against the 1-0 Bad Dog. Jim leads this series 24-8. Jim has won the last 3 in this series and hasn't lost to my dad since 2018. Steel Curtain 0-1 up against the 0-1 Dazed and Confused. Mark leads the series 10-5. Mark with the win most recently, and they both split their regular season matchups last year. Darwin's Finest 1-0, or 0-1, I'm sorry, against Irish Cop 0-1. John leads the series 9-8. John did win the last matchup last year. And lastly, we have the 0-1 El Resistencia up against the 1-0 Davis Dynasty. The weirdest thing when I pulled this off of the history is Garen leads this series 5-0. So Garen's won 5 straight. It's been one-sided, and I find that weird considering the fact that Garen only got, I think, 2 wins last year, so we obviously know where one of those came from. All right, so the last piece of information I need to get out was our voting results. If you can go over to the communications poll results, and you can see them right there. I will give them to you and tell you what it means. So for the voting results for the draft, trading draft picks, it was 7-4-1, so 7 to keep it the same way as we have it, so no drafting in the top 4 rounds. 4 was to shrink it down to 1 to 2 rounds, and then only one person voted for getting rid of the restriction altogether. So for at least the next few years, we're not revisiting this. It will stay the same. No trading draft picks in rounds 1, 2, 3, or 4. Start on round 5. So that will stay the same. And the other matter was adding a flex spot into our starting lineup. So we had, it was basically yes or no. It was 10-2 in favor of. So with that being said, starting next year, we will be adding a flex spot into our starting lineups. This is, I'm still, I mean, we got to work out details. Do we increase the roster size to 20 or 16 to accommodate, or do we, do we keep it still at 15 and we just have a smaller bench? So all matters that I will put to vote later, and also one other matter on that same front is, do we make it a super flex position? And Superflex, if for those that are unaware what Superflex position means, is adding the quarterback, being able to put a second quarterback into that, or a quarterback into that flex spot, which makes it a Superflex. I'm going to let this simmer down. I'm going to let it go, and then matters to vote on, I will kind of tail it towards the end of the season now that I know that it's officially in. So I will table it right now, but I'm going to put both of those two things into the vote later in the season as we get towards the playoffs. So just know that will be coming. So other than that is all I got for Burning Down the Far Hill. As I look at my clock, it's at 7 minutes and 30 seconds, so that means I'm going to get up out of here. Yeah, so I got really nothing more to say. I got freaking Chris is going this week, and I saw that garbage team he has right now. So I'm sure he's going to be active in the EO waiver wire this week. So good luck, everybody. Waiver wires runs at noon on Wednesday. Noon Wednesday, then it goes to first come, first serve afternoon tomorrow, Wednesday. And then we go from there. It locks up as the players start playing. So until then, we're going to see you next week. I'm out.